All right, coming up next, we do have MrSilentVid with Dino Crisis.
Hello guys, welcome to Dino Crisis on the PS1. I'm MrSilentVid, joined by
Special Joker. You might know me.
you might have just seen Joker's Run. And countdown. 3. Oh no, sorry. 3, 2, 1.
So
Awesome. So we'll skip 2 cutscenes, which the only ones we can skip.
Yep.
Unfortunately, we have to watch some cutscenes, which sucks.
So opposed to my run, you're doing the complete opposite to what I would have been doing.
Yeah.
Your category is weaponless mode, so you won't fire a single shot. Whereas
No weapons.
I ran around with a big rocket launcher.
Yeah, so we're not allowed to shoot. We're not allowed to use any weapons, basically.
We can have
so
them equipped, but we
yeah, you can have them equipped. So yeah, you can complete the game with no weapons, which is pretty cool.
So a bit of backstory for this game for anyone that hasn't seen Dino Crisis. We're basically a black ops unit by the government sent in to capture a scientist called Dr. Kirk, who allegedly died 2 years ago in an accident, but has been spotted on this research facility. And like any good survival horror, we've arrived and everything seems to be a little bit too quiet.
Too quiet. Yeah, it's basically Resident Evil with dinosaurs. So
Yeah, that's the easiest way to explain
pretty
it. So,
much, it's made by this. I think it was directed by the same guy who directed the first Resident Evil game.
yeah, I believe you're right.
Yeah.
So, like we said, unfortunately, we can't skip any cutscenes. And we've got our main character here, Regina, and this is what's his name?
What, sorry? Oh, Rick.
Rick. That's
Yeah,
it.
Rick's got like the best voice actor ever,
Yeah.
and he says some of the best things.
And this is Gale, who's kind of a commando soldier loyal to the cause.
Yeah, he's kind of like man on a mission. He just like he'll do anything for the mission, basically. Like, and Regina's just in the middle of it.
Yeah, Regina is kind
Pretty
of
much.
the Aaron Gale of this run, as you see. Both these guys will constantly want to give us options to go and do, and Regina's the only one that can do it, apparently, because all the others are too busy.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we've got a few more talking. Gale's going to investigate these things like Barry.
Like Barry. Yeah, he's kind of like Barry.
I'll examine this. You go check out over there.
So yeah, menus are very fast in this game. So as soon as you pick up an item, you can literally press triangle, back out of it, and you won't even see anything.
Yeah.
They're like really fast menus. The menu system in this game is quite similar to Resident Evil, but different. Like you can hold a lot more stuff. You can hold 3 of each item, apart from like ammo, in the same slot. But the menu itself, like, is separated from key items, and I'll show you later. But it is very different from Resident Evil in that sense. It's hard to control. Like getting used to it is a pain.
On to the chat. The event's taking place in a gaming bar up in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, best quote in the game coming up. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
I believe this is your handiwork. No, he was ripped to shreds, eviscerated. But you'll see a lot of similarities between this and Dino Crisis. So we've got the door animations to build. Oh yeah, sorry, Resident Evil. What game is this again? Yeah. We've got the door transitions to build tension. I'm going to let this cutscene play. Tank controls for movement and doors, areas locked off indoors, and a lot of key cards.
Oh yeah, this game has, I believe, 26 puzzles. That's for the whole game though, so that includes some of Rick's puzzles, that, if you choose Rick's option in the game.
Oh yeah, should we cover that? So like Resident Evil 3 did with the live action decisions, where your actions could determine like the story as it went. This gives us points in the game where we are allowed to choose 2 suggestions from Rick and Gale about what to do next. The ones that we choose influences what ending we're going to be going for, and we're going to be going for the bad ending where we let Dr. Kirk basically escape us. Gale gets seriously injured, and we just get out of here as quick as we can. Other than that, there's the only other rules for this, if you wanted to speedrun it yourself, is we're allowed no continues whatsoever, and like I said, we cannot fire a single weapon. So even when we get thrown weapons and we're like, hey, take this, we just completely ignore it and run past it.
Yeah, and but yeah, this is quite different from any percent. I mean, any percent you only shoot 2 enemies in the game, but it's like over 2 minutes quicker. For example, this raptor, the first raptor, in any percent we'd kill it with a pistol, and it'd skip like 3 or 4 cutscenes, only short ones, but it still saves time.
Yeah. So if the eviscerated corpse and all the bloodstains wasn't enough, Regina now encounters a dinosaur, and yet still no one thinks like, yo, should we just abort this right now, because this is a little bit weird. So that raptor's just going to scream at us to stand back there, and then suddenly instantly walk to this door.
Yeah, so this this cutscene here, for example, wouldn't play if we killed the raptor. But if you want to speedrun this game, there's not much difference between this and any percent.
At least in any percent you have a gun actually as a safety as such.
Yeah, true.
In this, if we get bodied by dinosaurs, we just have to take the blows because there's not much we can do at all.
And in this game, like for the most part, pretty much all the enemies, apart from bosses, are RNG, where they spawn. Sometimes they can even be sleeping, so you can have just sleeping raptors, which is the best RNG. You got the Barney.
Who was it? Barney?
Barney?
He was attacked by a giant lizard. The voice acting in this game is actually quite good quality, I think. Like, I think Regina's got character to her. Rick and Gale both have. Like, you can tell from their tone straight away like what they're going to be like, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, the voice acting's definitely improved from the first game. Although you can't beat the first game in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was it Resident Evil 3 that had a Regina costume in it?
Yeah, Resident Evil 3 has a Regina costume, yeah.
So, like, Resident Evil 3 probably took influence from this whole live choice.
Yeah, and I believe also, actually before that, this part is one difference between the Japanese. So I am running the Japanese, which is, of course, quicker by text. But this vent shaft bit, just then, with the text, this is like 10-15 seconds quicker or so than the English. Don't know why. There's just a lot more dialogue, a lot more text in the English, so even just this part alone is a lot quicker. So yeah, the Japanese has quite a few differences compared to the English, and it was only found out quite recently by Toxic TT, the world record holder. He's kind of like optimized it and looked at all the differences between the versions, and there's like over a minute time save, I'd say.
Not bad.
Just on things in the game, regardless of text. So.
If I'm right in thinking that the NTSC, the PAL, and the Japanese version of this game all have different solutions to puzzles as well.
Yes, so well, I believe the NTSC and the PS1 have the same solutions, but the Japanese has different solutions when it comes to like number codes. All the DDK doors are the same between the versions, but yeah, all the number codes are different.
Yeah, so if you are thinking about or looking into speedrunning this, make sure you are looking up the correct solutions for whatever version you are running.
Yes. PS1 emulation.
Oh, I was because they've got it listed that you're running on
Oh,
PS3.
oh yeah, I'm running on PS3. So talking about that, I'm running on PS3 just because it's easy. It's a console. It looks better than PS2 and PS1. It's HDMI. I get to use a wireless controller, all that. However, PC is faster, RTA, as well as emulator. Um, Another thing about the time is that this game doesn't count load times, so you can run this game on any console, Dreamcast as well, and get world record because it doesn't count load times, which is really good about this game. I think that's the same as Silent Hill 1 too.
I take it it's the same as with Resident Evil, that even though we have an RTA, that's just for our personal use, and we do have a clear time at the end.
Yeah, there is in-game time at the end.
So even once the RTA finishes, because the in-game timer won't count the cutscenes, we don't know what Silence's actual leaderboard run time will be until we finish the game.
RGB over PS2 is crisp. I believe so, but it's not 480i, is it? Or 480p? It's only...
Oh yeah, because we're displaying this in 1080, aren't we?
Yeah, this is actually 1080p running now. It is upscaled by the PS3, but the PS3 does a great job. We're using one of the original fat PS3s that runs PS2 games.
Yeah. So all we're doing now is same as in Resident Evil 1, is going around and
Getting keys, opening doors.
Yep.
The doors are a bit quicker than Resident Evil, I'd say.
Yeah.
And it also tells you what room you're in, if you can read Japanese, that is.
Yeah.
Then we have a cutscene showing off how impressive this is, even though it's a lot smaller than the mansion. It's only got one staircase. Well, a very small staircase. But yeah. Oh, on that note, do you want to explain items, RNG?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So throughout this run, this is what makes the game a little bit tricky. There are some set items that will always drop. So key items are always in the same place.
Yeah, Kian.
Some pickups will always be the same, but a magnitude of them, especially ones that are hidden under bookcases we have to push out, are random. They're random what they drop, and also we will have some areas where items can or can't spawn. They're predetermined once you boot up the game. So for example, we know that there should be a med pack medium or large nearby, but we won't know if that's there until we actually get there. So it's kind of on the fly thinking about HP items, especially if you want to be safe.
Yeah. We come to the first DDK door here.
So the puzzle there is you take away the second box of letters from the top box, and whatever letters are left over spells out the password.
Yeah, so the DDK doors are all the same solutions in all different versions, and to unlock a DDK door, you need 2 DDK discs with the same letter to open it.
Yeah, one has the set of letters to show the top row, and the other one has the set of letters to show the bottom row. So anyone at home watching on headphones may want to turn down their volume just a little bit. This game has very poor levels of optimization.
It's very, very poorly mixed, the audio. Like, most of the game's quiet, you'll have some bits that are loud, but it's all good. I think that was intended, but...
I think it's intended because it's meant to make you like jump and feel the tension and panic because of what's about to happen.
So this one's 705037.
I'm so glad you can remember these because I struggled just remembering the 2 codes of mine. And here we have our best friend, the T-Rex, who might ruin these runs because he does it quite a lot. So all Silent's got to do is wait for a lunge and then make a straight line straight to the door, and the T-Rex won't hit him.
Yep.
There you go.
He can insta-kill you, but it's not that easy to get insta-killed by him, but he can do it.
Yeah. So easy strats.
So yeah, there was, like I was saying about the enemy RNG, the Cambia Raptor spawned right in front of that door, and he's asleep on the floor, and he bodies you, so you have to wait till he gets up. So you can lose like 3 or 4 seconds just on that bit. and second DDK door.
Regina, something. Do this. Okay.
Yeah, Rick's basically in the control room on the computer, just telling Regina to do everything. He doesn't actually do. Well, he does do some stuff. But.
Monkey ass. Big lizard. So the password here is newcomer.
Oh yeah, Tesla, the bleed mechanic.
Oh, the bleed mechanic. Yeah, so this certain attacks from these big lizards can cause bleeding. What bleeding does, it leaves a trace of blood behind Regina as she runs. I believe it lowers her movement speed because it treats her as if she was in danger, even if she's on fine. And I think your HP slowly depletes. So it's kind of like poison from Resident Evil series, but I believe it makes it easier for dinosaurs to track you as well. If I
Possibly, but I don't think anyone's really looked into it fully.
Well,
oh, this bit as well.
Oh yeah, so in certain cutscenes we get a danger prompt come up, which is just mash all the buttons until the game determines we've mashed enough, and then we get out of it.
Yeah, you just mash the D-pad. You don't take any damage from those unless you fail it. Then you take a little bit of damage, and of course waste time.
There is one later that does result in a.
There is two, yeah.
Yeah,
that can be instant death if I fail them. So
honestly, as long as you're not asleep at the controller and you're just mashing, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
if you die in this game, I mean, it's not too bad. You continue like right on the previous door.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so this has a continuous system built into it where you just say load to main, like go back to menu or continue. In the leaderboards, only segmented runs are allowed to continue. In the category we're doing, no continues are allowed. So if Silent does die, it's unfortunate. We won't be able to submit the run for the leaderboard if he gets a PB. But we'll still be able just to continue on the run with no detriment to the time.
Yeah. Oh, but you only get 30 continues. I believe.
Only 30?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
wow.
quite a lot, 30. But I believe the English you get like 10 or something. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, and that was actually RNG there. So that window, there's a raptor that can come through, either this time around or on the way back. It has to happen, but it can be like either now or later. It doesn't really make too much of a difference.
Does it change your splits a little bit?
Yeah, when I've got my splits open, yeah. It affects my splits. It's kind of annoying.
So because you split in between both visits down the corridor, you sometimes will be 8 seconds or ahead or behind just because that raptor didn't spawn on that bit. So it makes you kind of your sum of bests 8 seconds off because you always have to have that cutscene happen. It's just whichever time it does. So another fuse puzzle. This is the second one of like 3 or 4, I believe we do.
Yeah.
For some reason, they have to be in a certain colour.
Yeah, red, blue, green, white.
Yeah. No reason for it. Apparently, they're just 4 different types of fuses that all look the same, just coloured differently.
Yeah. But yeah, it's generator 2. Now we just head back to the control room.
The answer to chat, is it the same as pacifist run? Yeah, this is basically a pacifist run, it's weaponless.
Yeah, I think it's only as a category because you can do it.
Yeah.
Like you can do it without any weapons.
So basically the only big boss battles in this game are against the T-Rex, and with the ending we're going for, all of those pathways lead to points where we can just kite around the T-Rex by running away from it in a certain way. And then after a certain amount of time has expired, we get let out of basically the boss arena that we're trapped in with him.
Yeah, I mean the only boss fight is timed basically, so you can just wait out the timer. Although I think there is some sort of RNG with it.
Possibly. It seems like sometimes the fight goes quicker or slower.
Oh, so you may not notice when watching the game, but Every time you go through a room, there's actually a bit of black that fades into the room after the bit of loading, and you can actually move in that little bit, so you can kind of position yourself in the right direction. You can't really see it by just watching, but
Is it fair to say this game is RE1 clone of Dinosaurs? I think it's a little bit more developed. If anything, it's kind of probably runs on the engine of RE2, which was a little bit more fine-tuned from 1. But yeah, but it's fair to say this is just Resident Evil with dinosaurs instead of zombies. We have different variations of dinosaurs, like we have different variations of T virus monsters in Resident Evil.
and we've got some horrible dinosaurs, the Ferroxinosauruses,
Tickle chickens.
later on. Tickle chickens, yeah. Shout out to Tesla.
I remember coming by your stream and just being like, "Oh, these guys keep bothering me." I'm just like, "Yeah, they're Ferroxinosauruses,"
Yeah.
and you're like, "They're what now?"
The what?
I think one whole night was just trying to break it down phonetically to say they're the worst in this. They're kind of like the hunters of this game. They will body you. They will do a lot of damage, and in some cases they can rip runs because there are sections where there's 2 of them and they can just box you in.
But yeah, talking about the RE3 thing before with the choices,
Yep.
we've got one coming up. But
Okay.
also, this game was quite close development time, I think. It was like 1999, similar to RE3.
RE2 came out, this came out, and then I think in the same year, about 6 months later,
I
this
think
came out.
RE3 was 2000, early 2000.
Yeah, I think there was only
Yeah.
a handful of months between Dino Crisis coming out and RE3 coming out.
But the thing is, I believe they were gonna put the dodge mechanic, in this. That was in RE3, but it didn't really work well.
Yeah.
Or didn't have it down. So this is the first choice coming out. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, so we have the choice system which influences what we do in the game. Taking different paths leads us off to different sections of the game, and with different objectives. So here we have Rick wanted us to go and find a SOS call from the secret agent that we had infiltrate this base before we arrived here and go help him. Gale is all about the mission, so he shouted at us, "Let's go and do the mission."
Yeah, Gale's route is faster, basically.
Yeah.
Rick has us doing different puzzles and stuff. Makes the game much longer.
So already we've set ourselves on the way of the bad ending. We needed to go and save Tom to start the good ending because it's one of the requirements is we know what happens to him. He does die, but in the mission briefing at the end, which Regina gives, she will state that Tom status is unknown and we don't know what happened to him. So we have Action Man here. He's going to do some pretty sweet moves. Hey, and Regina's a little too slow.
Just did a roll.
So now Regina's going to have to do a series of puzzles and pathways to get around this shutter.
So, but yeah, the reason we have to get the bad ending for no weapon is because all the other endings require us to shoot something.
Yeah,
The final boss.
Yeah, the final boss. So you have to shoot it, or otherwise he will just kill you, and there's nothing we can do about that. So even if another ending is quicker, it would break the rules of the category. So we have to go take this route.
Yeah. So cut through here. Okay, so right, that was good RNG. He was like on the other side.
Yeah, it can be positioned between that door and where we wanted to go.
Do you want to explain the lasers as well? They're not really used, but
yeah, they're not really used in the speed run. In like if you're going for no damage or casual run.
sorry.
Hey, got it.
That show is really annoying.
That's a very hard pickup. It's
Yeah, it is. It's really annoying.
It's a 1 in 10 chance. Right, so lasers, you see those boxes on the walls. You can activate those, and they act as a stun barrier. So basically, dinosaurs can't get through. It doesn't do any damage if they touch it, but in a casual route, if you wanted to save ammo or save dealing with them, you can just turn on the lasers, block off the dinosaurs, and that's basically their intended purposes. Obviously, it's slow to keep turning them on and off for us.
It's not really in a casual run. Like it's fun to turn them on and like trap the dinosaurs,
Yeah.
but it's just not usable.
No.
Not really useful. So this password here is 6907. Oh, 46907.
Got it.
Got it.
Like, making the mistake of reading it out is fine, as long as you don't input it wrong. It's
Yeah, true. I knew it was right in my head. I had it.
That's all that matters, mate.
All good.
I was gonna say, don't look at me for puzzle solutions. I can't even remember. I can't remember 2 4-digit codes.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know one's double the other?
Really? Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bad spawn there. I mean, they're just in different positions. Coming up, there's a really annoying bit of RNG that can happen where the two raptors are pretty much in a wall and they body you and they're like, yeah. Oh, so now we found out Tom's dead.
Yeah. Rick has gone and done this bit and he's like, yo, Tom's dead, you should have came with me.
Yeah, it's a lot quicker because we don't see all the cutscenes with Tom when we
Tom.
do the Rick option.
Tom also, if we took Rick's route, it's also got an escort where Rick carries Tom to the med bay and we have to wait for him to cross a large room and it takes so long. Alright, let's see what RNG we get. That's not too bad. Yep,
That was good.
that was pretty clean.
That's kind of annoying. Like when there's more than one raptor,
Yeah.
it's pretty difficult. So here we got another one of those danger moments where Pterodactyl slams us if we get it wrong.
So we got some pterodactyls here. So this is it. Yeah, it's now we dropped it. Yeah. So this pterodactyl does us a favour and he de-equips our weapon for us, so it saves us a menu. And that gun's going to stay there for the rest of the game now.
Yeah, that gun stays there, and like even like towards the end, it's just still there. Girls' choices are key. So this
Yeah.
bit's kind of annoying.
Yeah, as long as they don't die of us.
Oh, that was really lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, the pterodactyls in this
a pain.
god awful. And this puzzle right now, although it looks really simple and boring, I guess, it's really annoying. You can lose 20 seconds on this just from inputs. It's really easy to select the wrong thing in this game. The menus are quite bad.
I agree with chat about having this remade.
Oops. No! That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, this game really does deserve a remake.
Oh yeah,
treatment.
oh yeah.
Like, I'm hoping once they drop 2, like, I want Outbreak files. Like, I would love a remake of that, but I would also love a remake of this game.
Yeah.
I wasn't like super keen to get on at one, but
That wasn't that bad.
a lot of donations from Resident Evil. Like,
We'll make our own remake with Blackjack and Focus.
Capcom love red, green, and blue.
Like,
RGB in it.
yeah. Like, oh yeah, yeah. Like Capcom have been doing really great work with their remakes recently, and like hopefully, like I know there was a tweet from the Twitter account around about early December saying like if enough people ask for Dino Crisis remake, then maybe they'll do it.
Oh yeah, it'd be awesome, I think.
Oh, it'd be lovely.
Like personally, I prefer it in the RE engine, but I mean the remake engine.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind it in the Resident Evil 2 engine of the remake. Like personally, I would like RE1 remake of the engine more for this, but I'll be happy with RE2.
Oh yeah.
As long as it doesn't turn into like a Resident Evil 5 and 6 action.
As long as it's not Resident Evil 6, Dino Crisis.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but they
all
don't feel
good.
like survival horror games. This needs to stay a survival horror series. 8% of this game is opening doors.
Unfortunately, there's no door skip for this game.
I was going to say, 80% is a little bit much. Probably about 78% maybe is.
Yeah,
is
78, I'd say.
I'd say 22. I'd say 20% of it is running around, and 2% is puzzles.
Yeah, 2% puzzles. More like 15. Even though it doesn't make sense.
Fans not even bloody. Everyone's effing the pterodactyl diving.
Oh
into
yeah,
the fans.
if you fail that with the pterodactyl, fall in the fan, Regina gets dropped in the fan instead.
Yeah, that is.
So instant death there.
We were a bit casual about it, but that is one of the danger sections where you could get destroyed. Right, coming up next is.
I've got this.
You got this. You sure? It's right there.
I got it. So yeah, crane puzzle, really hard to learn. It's just like learning number puzzles and number codes. I'm all good, but the crane puzzle is just too difficult.
Right, you got to bear in mind this is a huge facility that's literally creating an unlimited energy source that's clean and infinite, and this is how their cranes work. Not by a joystick or lever, it literally works by inputting codes. Like this crane can only do certain movements.
Done.
You got that?
And that's crane puzzle.
Yeah, that's the first one out of the way.
Oh yeah, the second crane puzzle is awful. Twice as many inputs.
Yep. But yeah, apparently that's the system they work with. Granted,
I think they just put a bit too much puzzles in this game.
for the sake of it.
Personally, yeah. But no, it's fun. I mean, Rick's is quite fun.
Free energy, but it comes with the risk of goddamn murderous dinosaurs running around. Like, you can't win them all, I guess. You got to make some cuts. Like think about it, free energy and Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah.
Like, what more do you want?
Resident Evil Jurassic Park. Oh yes. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the laboratory. Take the lift down. Puzzle Crisis. There we go. That's a good name for this game.
Puzzle Crisis 4.
Oh yeah, Dino Crisis 3. Let's not talk about that.
What? Dinosaurs in space though, with lasers,
Jetpacks.
jetpacks.
Oh my god.
Like this, yeah. Dino Crisis 2 and 3 are quite different to this
Yeah,
game.
Dino Crisis 2 is similar, but Dino Crisis 2 is a lot more, in my opinion, a lot more action.
Dino Crisis 2, you have a machine gun that has 2,000 bullets as one round.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. It's a lot more action. It's still time controls, but you don't have to press the run button.
Somehow that raptor was just in the elevator shaft. Like, who knows? Regina obviously, yet again, taking no damage during the cutscene, even though she was blood was spraying everywhere. So, don't ask for the solution to that door. We just know it's laboratory. I've looked at it many times, and there's probably a way to work it out. You probably just count letters to what it says.
So this could be bad RNG.
Oh,
that's not bad.
yay.
Not bad.
That
Not
wasn't bad.
So yeah, like the best RNG for that bit would be the two raptors sleeping next to the door.
Part 3 never happened. Like,
So this is
I feel-
5037.
Yep. Well, I feel sorry for whoever has the world record for Dino Crisis 3. Cause
Yeah, whoever has the world record for Dino Crisis 3. Whoever that is
that's a bad title to have to your name. Like, I feel sorry for them.
I know.
I heard they still run Dino Crisis 1 from time to
I
time.
know, yeah. Yeah. Crazy guy.
So how's that world record going on with Dino Crisis 3?
Shh. So this is, do you want to explain what's happening? We're trying to kill him.
So
and skip
basically, we have
cuts.
to go in this room and talk to this guy, but it's a lot quicker to kill him. So instead of getting the poison level down to maximum, we're just going to mash these buttons in a particular order, which is like 5 or 6 different buttons. Kill him, and then we can just go in and loot his dead corpse.
Yeah, so it just skips the cutscene with talking to him if we kill him.
And when we open this door, guess what's going to be behind it?
Not another raptor.
This door.
What a surprise.
This raptor knows how to use doors, apparently.
What if it's the same raptor for the whole game, doing every single one of these? It's the same. He came out the lift and it's like, oh.
In the casual playthrough, we can go back and gas the raptor if we wanted to, but speed.
Oh yeah.
Top 10 anime plot
Plot
twists.
twist.
Top 10 anime betrayals. Gases someone in a chamber. Oh, thank God you're here. I'm trapped in this chamber. It's a little bit poisonous.
Right, that was good RNG there. I've had it where I've kind of glitched out a little bit because it was so bundled together. There should be a medpack M here. Yep. This password is 3695. Oh, and I typed it in wrong. There we are.
There you go. First try.
So what we're going to do is from top to bottom, bottom to top, sorry, on the bottom left there. There we are.
There you go.
It's a pretty easy way of solving that.
So
Run invalid, oh yes.
So that puzzle, all you got to do is you got to take out 2 blocks at a time to match the symbol in the bottom left. Why? We don't know. It's a puzzle.
It's a weird puzzle, like,
It's an odd one. And all it does is unlock this one. I don't know, what is it? Like a
locker.
server? Is it a locker or is it? It looks like a server thing.
It's a weird futuristic looking locker. The code is Veronica.
Or be me just trying to type Veronica and misspell it.
Oh yeah. Alright, good RNG so far on those. Touch wood.
Yeah.
I've actually got wood here. That's good. Alright. So now,
So now we need to use 2 key cards here.
yeah, so we need Gale to come down, and we're going to use the key cards at the same time to open the door to Dr. Kurt's lab.
Which makes no sense because there's a bit later that uses 2 key cards and Regina can just use both of them.
I know. Oh, if she had the force, then she could just like. I guess that works.
I was gonna say if she could literally just like stretch her arms out long enough and just go slide. 3, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
I like the fact that it looks like they karate chop them.
Karate chopping.
Yeah. So yeah, get another DDK door.
And to save the game in this game, to save it, you there's no like typewriter like Resident Evil. You basically go for certain doors like safe rooms, and it gives you the option to save the game. And also, do you want to explain the item boxing? There's like
What the item box?
different coloured
Yeah. So
deposit boxes.
you might have seen on the way round the route. There's red, green, and yellow coloured boxes in the walls. They're supply boxes. Basically, you need a item called a plug, which is just a usable item that you can find on the ground. Every time you use one, it uses up one from your inventory, but that box becomes available. And if you open up any other colour of the same colour, you can access any items that have been left in that. So it kind of becomes like the item box inventory from Resident Evil. Also, each one has supplies added in there, so one's ammo, one's healing items, and another one is mixing items, which is another part of this game. You can mix items together to create extra ammo, better healing items, and whatnot. We will only use those if needs be. For the most part, we will find all our items on the floor.
That's like worst case scenario. You wouldn't never do that. You would probably reset instead of do that in a run. So this puzzle, pretty simple. It's very weird though. It's a typical weird puzzle.
Energy supply control system. Apparently, we need to make this picture.
Version 1.5.
Like this was like the early days of the captures on websites. Instead of like click every picture with a bus on it, it's can you rearrange these symbols to make the right path?
Yeah.
Gale's telling us mission. Do the mission. Have you done the mission yet?
Only badasses.
Activate the switch by try. Yeah,
That's true. That's true. So now we get another choice from Rick and Gale. If we choose Rick, we have to do a really annoying memorization puzzle. Kind of like Snap.
Oh yeah.
But you have to memorize them. They get longer and longer, and it's really hard, and it wastes a lot of time. So it's easier to run just through all these dinosaurs.
It's suicide. We can't send Vegeta that way. Why is there no gameplay audio?
Hey, is this the first day?
This is the second day of the ESA.
Well, UKSG.
Yeah, I was going to say, let me just have a word about the game audio.
Alright. He's gone for a bit, so it's just me and you guys. I'd turn it down a bit.
You just turn the game audio up a little bit.
Oh,
Game
wow.
audio is there, so if you can't hear it, just turn your headsets up a little bit. Alright, excellent. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it's a quiet game.
Just say, oh, it's really low.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's quiet.
There's a little sleepy raptor. So yeah, we've chose the route of running past all these dinosaurs just to try and get. We're chasing Kirk again, aren't we?
Yeah, this is Kirk now.
More blood, gore, and visceral.
So we finally get to see him, Dr. Kirk.
This must be the elusive doctor.
I was going to say, just generally by the look of him and his voice, you can sense that Kirk is pretty evil.
Yeah. By the way, Rick has awesome hair in this game. I love Rick's hair. Bit random, but just thought I'd say it.
Quiet.
I am too wrong.
This is my favourite kid. Nice.
Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Yeah, it has some unique features. It doesn't have the inventory system that Resident Evil uses, and
It's a bit better, I'd say, in that regard. But there is kind of item boxes, but like we explained earlier.
yeah, this game is based on the engine for Resident Evil. Just flipped out a few assets and some of the menu in with what they've got in game, and flipped the zombies with dinosaurs. You basically got the same game.
Yeah.
He has
Like-
white hair, of course he's evil. Yep.
Yeah. Like, it's directed by the same guy as the first Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Oh, and the music in this game is great.
Yeah.
Like, it has a great
It's
soundtrack.
so good.
I mean, if you like Resident Evil, guys, try this out. If you like dinosaurs too, that is. I mean, it's actually a great game. I mean,
It's a very good game.
Resident Evil. 3D levels. Oh, do you mean the backgrounds? Yeah, this game doesn't have pre-rendered backgrounds, which I think suits this game. I don't think it would be the same with pre-rendered. I think.
I just keep like the mentions of Dino Crisis 2 popping up. Yeah, the second one takes place back in time, doesn't it? Dino Crisis 2.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
like
they-
they all walk back in time for something. I can't remember why.
I'm sure they walk in time. Because, yeah, they do.
All right, so we're gonna go this way. For the longest time of me speedrunning this, I never knew you could go this way and it would be quicker. But it is tons quicker, so. Bad Raptor. Right, yeah. So this is much quicker than going the other way. Oh, and he came through the door. So we're very close to getting out of this place,
Yep.
which is good. Oh, and those little dinosaurs don't do anything. Like
Yeah,
in Dino Crisis 2 they do. But
I was meant to look up. I think they're called mimics or something like that, or they got a weird name.
yeah.
But generally, they run so slow that as long as we're moving constantly, they never catch up with us. do agree with chat that the second one went more action because
Yeah, the second one was well more action, and yeah, there was no third game.
the second one also gave you bonuses for killing things quickly in succession, and each room you had to clear out. So it was kind of very much actiony, and it took away from the Lords of Survival horror elements. I enjoyed playing it back as a kid, but looking
yeah.
back on it now, I'm like, it was kind of a whole different game, really.
Oh yeah. So this bit coming up is the instant death part. So
Yes.
kind of concentrate on this bit.
So you
kinda
focus,
talk
you go focus on this
over
one.
it, but you know, it's one of those. It's a reset point. So if I die, I die. But it's all good.
Also, you focus, make sure you listen to it, and then I'll kind of explain it once you get out the door. Regina, what happened? A little busy here. Alright.
T-Rex time, guys.
Yeah.
We all love T-Rex.
Alright, so coming up is T-Rex. T-Rex is going to chase us along this balcony, and unfortunately, all the doors up here have just now locked on us. Rick is going to try his best to hack his way back into the doors, as the hacker man he is. In the meantime, we've got to survive the T-Rex. So the T-Rex will always catch up with us, and he'll get us to the end of this balcony. Silent needs to run at the corner at the end of this balcony at certain times. The T-Rex has to get us with the instant kill. He can hit us with his nose, but as long as he doesn't do the instant kill and grab us, we should be fine. So he waits for the T-Rex to lunge.
Nice.
There we go, easy.
I was worried about that bit for so long. I had nightmares about it.
I was gonna say that deserves some Pog champs, so we can get those.
Yeah,
in chat
yeah,
for
guys,
that.
that was.
It
It might look easier than it is, but
yeah.
it is honestly sketchy.
I was gonna say he can take you down to danger health quite quickly, and he does have an attack animation that will literally just kill you straight away.
And pick us up at the heliport immediately. This entire island's a blood. The only survivor.
So now we've contacted the helicopter to come pick us up because, yeah, we kind of don't think like we should be here.
Yeah, it's a bloodbath.
It's a bit
That quote.
dangerous. Bit dangerous.
So this is where you'd think. Oh well, yeah, we're close to the end.
Yeah. So the helicopters come in, so now it's all evacuate and get out, and then we can get out of this place.
And we get some cool music. If you guys can hear it, though.
It's not. Oh no, it's not the danger music, is it? Da, na, 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 na.
It's like the escape theme.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah. I got it.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Yeah. Before the fight.
Oh yeah, the box puzzle. So yeah, again, we're just backtracking right through. The room we just went in is one of the save rooms. So if we were to die by accident, we would respawn back to that room. So like Simon was saying earlier, there's no typewriters in this. There is just rooms that when you exit, it says, "Would you like to save?" Which, if you're hammering A like I do to go through doors, and you press yes, I would like to save. Yeah, rip your run. You can save. There's no problems about that. Just losing more time.
So this bit's kind of annoying because pterodactyls are hell in this game. You gotta try and if you think they, yeah.
17, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're alright.
Awesome. Yeah, so if you can kind of hear the pterodactyls diving, you just gotta try and swerve and do like a zigzag.
Yeah.
In this bit, loads of raptors are gonna jump down.
But we can just run past them. I guess it's land. Well, it's online event. We all travelled here in person to run our.
This is the box
respective
puzzle.
games.
So do you want to explain that?
All right, yeah. So this, oddly enough, in the Japanese version of this game, this box puzzle is it's simplified down.
It's like cut in half basically.
Yeah.
So there's half as many boxes to push in the
Yeah.
Japanese. So that's like a 20-second time save
Yeah.
or something.
Also, I would like to point out, Regina has enough strength to move a box that is what about 6 times her width,
Oh, yeah.
and just a little bit taller than her. Like either these boxes are empty, or she's just got so much strength that she can push these boxes out of the way.
Also, when you push a box in this game, I don't know why they did this, but you can't stop pushing the box. Like, I'm not pressing anything now.
Yeah.
And so if you mess it up, like, you have to reset
Yeah.
the room. It's very annoying. So now we got T-Rex.
Yeah, Lara Croft.
You can explain it.
Right.
T-Rex time?
What do you mean? We got the helicopter. We're leaving now.
Oh yeah, we're
It's
going.
It's over, right?
Oh wait,
Oh.
what?
Oh. Alright guys, so it looks like the run's going to carry on for a little bit longer. So what Science got to do is bait this T-Rex round. So like we were saying earlier, boss fights in this game either end by damage or timers. So we've got to run the timer out, and we've got to have this T-Rex chasing us, which the T-Rex has gone somewhere, which is a little bit worrying. Because what we want to do is constantly keep the T-Rex behind us.
Yeah.
If he loops around and goes in front of us, it's a little bit worrying.
Yeah, if he keeps roaring, it's because he's not moving. It's like,
Yeah. So what Simon wants to do is run a certain length and then walk a little bit and allow the T-Rex to catch up. Once the T-Rex is close enough, Simon will run again, stop running, and then walk in. So that way we just keep going around. Because yeah, as you can see with the camera angles, the T-Rex goes off screen a lot. So what we don't want to do is go too far ahead and make the T-Rex start moving around to the direction we're going, because he can yet again body us and insta kill us.
But yeah, he can just quick turn really easily. Oh my god.
Alright, that's one hit, it's fine. We can get away from him. Okay. Gino runs like slow and efficient. Yeah, this T-Rex is not behaving today. It's fine. We've got away from him.
Yeah, it's all good. He does like not much damage. So.
Yeah. He's, like I said, he's acting really weird there. I've never
Yeah,
seen him
he's
stay off
acting
screen
like-
that long.
Yeah, he's acting totally weird.
I've never seen this happen at a marathon before.
I know. It's like he's acting weird.
So at least we said the Fable line. Oh. So all we're doing is waiting for Rick to come out. We're like, yo, Regina, I've got this door unlocked now.
He's taking his time. There we go. Actually, that wasn't
over
bad.
here.
That wasn't bad.
We got booped a few times, but it's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't do much damage. I used one med pack out.
Yeah.
It's not too
That's fine. You're
not
doing
too
good.
bad. Plus, we might get a backup.
Oh yeah,
med pack out.
we'll probably get the large one, or maybe. But yeah, that's the second T-Rex chase. Yeah,
It's the third encounter, second
chase.
Yeah.
So we've escaped the T-Rex again. Anyone can guess what the last fight of the game's going to be?
Oh, 3D games in 4x3. Yeah.
Yeah. Literally never happened before. Yeah. Literally never seen that before.
I know, that was pretty weird RNG. Like, he just kept roaring and not wanting to move. Kind of annoying, actually. Because then I was waiting for too long, and then he just
Yeah,
blocked
then
me.
you're just like, hey guys, and you're like, oh.
And Regina takes forever to get up, so
Yeah.
it's all good. I'm not sure how that fight works. It's either timed or the amount of time you run around, but I'm starting to think it's timed just because of that. Like, that was actually pretty good. Quick.
No, it's fine, mate. They hit you, you didn't die. That's the most
Oh, yeah.
important part. So yeah, again, we've got some more mimics down here, or whatever they're called.
This bit, you're supposed to read a note, but you have to read a note
Yeah, so
in order for the. Am I actually gonna get hit by one of those?
no.
I was gonna say I've never been hit by one of those in my life.
Yeah, so casually, you would pick up the key item there and think, oh, I'm done, because this is about all I've explored down here. Rick won't get the elevator
Yeah.
working again until you've read that note that's on that researcher, which there's actually no indication there's discarded letters on the floor, but they do look part of the texture pack.
Yeah, so he just keeps saying he needs to fix the elevator until you read the note, basically.
Chat, let's guess if the whole place will explode after a timer and an annoying siren. Kinda correct, kinda not.
It's a bit of a
fully
different
there.
way, but
Yeah.
it's similar, yeah. I said there's no time limit. Technically there is.
I was gonna
It's
say
supposed to be.
it's a lot different.
Yeah, it's a lot different. You'll see.
it's not Metroid.
Okay, we're here again. Now,
We should be able to get to the underground.
With Dino Speed Crisis, they all similar dinos.
our fearless
I like
leader.
that.
Fine. Let's move
Oh yeah, so we're back here, and our pistol is on this elevator.
Oh yeah.
That
We
is
see a
the
giant
drop
arrow
before.
for it.
Yeah, the arrow's just like, I'm here, pick me up,
Yeah.
just in case you can't see me.
Right, so
And this also is a really big elevator that's conveniently the same size as a T-Rex.
there's our gun. There it is.
Oh, there, yeah.
What happened?
this piece
Don't worry
of junk
guys, the
must have
stream
blown a
hasn't
fuse.
cut out. We're just in the dark.
Yeah, it's just in it.
What's going on up there?
Dale?
Sarah's
Are you on
response.
floor B3?
Game's still like, yo, your gun's here by the way, you might need that. And I'm like, no, we don't need it. Just keep it.
Gun here. Pick me up.
I would love that the arrow just got like brighter colours and faster. It's like, look,
Yeah, it just
your gun is here.
goes red, and it's just like, yeah, I'm right, yeah. Big elevator door.
Giant blue arrow.
It's actually called the large size elevator.
It's called the large side down there.
Good. Was that a surprise?
Hey guys, did you miss those fuse puzzles? Has it been so long
We're at
since
the
we
last
flipped them
area of the
around?
game now.
Yeah.
But we encounter the worst dinos there is, called the Ferroxinosauruses, which I believe were chickens. Is that? How does it go? Like, I don't know. They look like kind of like chickens.
There's something, I think like it's their name translates to tickle chicken or
Oh,
something
pay
silly
respects
like
to
that.
the battery.
Oh yeah, rip
Poor
battery. F.
Poor
F in
battery.
chat please. So we're just going to go fetch another battery because for some reason we have to. Apparently this fuse system we don't have to worry about fixing. It's just that one out there we do have to worry about fixing. Dino minor concern. Rip battery F. Right. So yeah,
Give
again,
the battery to Rick.
yeah, another puzzle of fixing fuses so we can
And then
restore
Rick
power.
goes back to the control room and sits down for a bit.
Yep. Regina, you take care of this. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back.
Regina, you just figure how to get out of here, and I'm just gonna sit on the computer for a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a sniper rifle. Why doesn't he give us that? He just doesn't need to use it.
I was gonna say, considering he's sitting in a small enclosed room, taking the pistol probably would be a much better idea.
Very true. So very close to the Ferroxinosauruses.
Yep.
And also another instant death, quick time event. Kind of.
Kinda.
Whatever you want to call them. Danger events.
Danger. So Rick is doing his hacker man stuff, and
Yeah, he's on typing away.
he's searching around for Dr. Kirk on the surveillance feeds.
Oh, poor cops. Poor cops. Poor
Yeah.
guy. He's got a DDK disc, and conveniently, we can't get it.
And this is our first encounter with Ferroxinosauruses.
That would have been instant death, so
Yeah.
glad I got that. I mean, they're not super hard to do, but if you just like mess it up a little bit,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
it.
little bit annoying.
The other ones you just take damage. And hopefully it's good RNG where he spawns. Yeah, he's on the other side of the room, so.
Alright, so we've got the, I think that's the key to activate the
I
lift.
believe it's a DDK disc and
Oh,
one
not
of the
the
keys for the lift.
Yeah,
For the crane, not the lift.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my bad.
I was like, lift, what? So yeah, we've got the second crane puzzle, the last one, thankfully. Which
Yep.
is horrible puzzles. But,
So if you guys miss the fuses, then you're gonna and you're missing the crane puzzle. Here's another one. So this one takes a little bit more inputs, and yeah, again it's using this OS that just wouldn't be. This just does not work in real life. Like
it does, it's a bit stupid.
like you can only move it like 3 ways, X amount slots over.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, these are too hard to remember, these ones. The other ones, I've got every puzzle inside.
So yeah, like look, you can move it up, down, left, and right, but it's only like in 3, 2, or 1. Like, and you can't change how many it moves.
Yeah.
It's so bad. When did we kill a dinosaur in this run? No dinosaurs will be harmed in the making of this speed run. This is a pacifist run.
Yep.
Though technically, I guess the ending we kind of maybe killed all of them in one go, but you know, that wasn't our fault.
Yeah, that was
That's accidental kills.
that was Dr. K. His fault.
Yeah, true, actually.
But yeah, this is the last screen puzzle, which is a good thing. Sorted. So we're on good pace actually.
Yeah, not a bad time. 1 hour.
I know from the amount of times I've run this. But looking at, even though I've got my splits, I always look at the time and awesome. So all that just to get that DDK disc, which we saw Insight into that Therizinosaurus game.
Thing is, if we could just have control of this crane, we would just lift up like these two, move them out of the way, and be
I
done.
know, it's stupid how it's like certain inputs, like
I'm pretty sure some of those boxes can't actually be moved because of the inputs.
yeah, probably yeah. Oh, Gino.
Like I said, a facility institute that has enough resources to create a machine that's making infinity energy, and their Crane OS is terrible.
Crane OS.
Yeah. Well, it runs on something, doesn't it?
It runs on Summit. Windows, well, probably Windows 98 at this point.
No, Windows 98 was good, man.
Windows 3.1.
3.1, Jesus.
Right, this is RNG to hell, and really
Therizinosaurus,
annoying. So we
yeah.
get the Therizinosaurus. That's good RNG. These guys are completely RNG.
They like to,
And really annoying. That was really good.
as they run, they like to stick out their arms.
Yeah, they
and
can.
I think the arms do have collision boxes, so they can just stop you.
Yes. And they can kind of swing you from left to right side of the room, and they can also grab you in the mouth, swing you about, and throw you about. Oh, that was actually good.
Not bad.
So other than the Therizinosaurus, there's only one raptor, which I hate in this game, but at this part of the game. It's this raptor here.
No, they're all behaving today.
Touch wood.
Oh yeah, touch wood. Right.
Awesome. So this bit's really annoying. Because this raptor, in fact, yeah, there's this raptor too, I forgot. So this raptor follows us into the next room,
Yep.
and you pretty much always get hit. It's really hard to get out of the room without getting hit. Also, these raptors are different colours, coloured from like the previous ones, like more aggro.
Yeah, just because it says your standard RPG, if they're a different palette colour, normally they're going to be stronger.
So yeah, it's really hard to grab this and leave without getting hit.
So he's chasing us now. Oh. You use human strength, just uppercuts the dinosaur, like it's no biggie. So you noticed there Regina was leaving a trail of blood. That means we were in the bleeding state. Like we said earlier, while she's in the bleeding state,
Yeah.
she runs slower, and we have.
I'm bleeding again.
Yes.
So yeah, raptors can be bad.
Yeah. To be honest, just having those two raptors be bad is better than having the fierce. I can't even say their names now.
Therizinosaurus.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Xenosaurus. How? Don't know. Don't know what plural is for that. Most pointless cutscene ever. We walk in, talk to Gale.
And Gale's just like.
He's like, he's not in here, and then leaves, and we have to do that to trigger all the stuff. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're still. I do think our health slowly ticks down while we're bleeding, but we can get a hero stat at a health point, but it does go away after some time, if I remember rightly. But we should be okay. There's some health packs coming.
So this is the worst encounter. Oh, that was good.
Yep.
He like always bodies me. Always. Oh, raptors can go through doors in this game.
Yeah, they can.
Even the Ferrozinosauruses,
Yeah,
even
they
though they're very big.
land 4 times. Just dinosaurs can talk.
Yep.
So
That's what they can do.
to be honest, that was a damage boost right there.
Kinda. I mean, not very situational.
I was
But
gonna say he knocked you right into a direct line to the door. There we have one opening door. But yeah, that was a damage boost. So
yay.
it's more way, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's work? There you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
What have you looked recently?
Pretty much everything. So it's effectively just reset and start again.
Okay.
I've done everything on it. The windows on that are all open.
Looks like this door
You've
leads
done
to
the
the
donations and that.
Oh yeah, like we said, the hit by there was a 100% intentional damage boost.
Oh yeah.
While before you can cock this.
Right, so now we're going to get some plot twist of the game. And we're like, yo, we can escape. We just literally go down this corridor that's just off of this room. And then sci-fi happens.
Sounds like we're not the only ones having
So let's go.
I'm glad you're amused.
Meet the T-Rex again.
But if that guy gets eaten, we're going to have to retrieve the key from that dinosaur's stomach. You've got to save him.
So what we're gonna do here is instead of going straight to the elevator with the, it's all good. I took the wrong line, but
That's right.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up these stairs, which is totally the wrong direction. But the reason why we're doing that was close. The reason why we're doing that is because it makes the cutscene shorter when we enter the room. And saves time because it doesn't count loading times or any doors. It like the RTA is a little longer, but it ends up saving in-game time.
Jesus was too I'm appreciating chat's theories right now. Jesus was too how could the world go flat if it wasn't for this kind of stuff? Ha! Gas heavy said. Oh. Remember how we were saying these dinosaurs were behaving and not giving us any grief whatsoever? I
Yep.
think they heard us.
Yep, they've changed their mind. So
Everything makes sense now, I guess, clearly. Oh, dear me. Right, time to take the fuse again. I do like the fact that we use that fuse to restore power to the area, and then we take it and power is still restored to the area.
yeah.
It's technically like, why did we do this? So yeah, again, another fabulous, let's push some buttons and rotate colours.
And that is the last one. No more battery puzzles.
Bizarre.
PS3, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's running on PS3. Every PS3 can play PS1 games.
just to recap, in this game we use the scoring time at the very end, and the scoring time does not take into consideration load time, so this game can be ran on any console and the times will sync up. There's our gun again. say hello to our gun chap, and say bye-bye as we leave it behind for the third time.
So now, go back to Rick.
Oh yeah, the T-Rex came and said hi, but he's just sleeping.
Yeah, knocked him out.
Yeah, so we just saw him peek there on the screen for a sec. That was another 100% intentional damage boost.
Oh yeah.
That is a strat we lay down on the floor just to get a little bit of a breather, and then we carry on the run. These are all intentional, guys, honestly.
Oh yes.
See, when you're speedrunning, you need to create time save for yourself so you can save time whenever you feel like it. So taking intentional hits is actually a strat so we can save the time later and look good.
Think fast.
Yes.
Right, so we've opened the door, that takes us down to the harbour to get us out, but plot device. This game likes going, hey, you can leave now. Oh wait, but here's
Oh,
another
wait.
thing you need to deal with.
What is that?
Oh yeah, Dino Crisis 2 was easier.
Kirk's personal lab. This could be a problem.
And you could shoot while running.
Yeah.
And
This vortex must be the side
Yeah.
effect of the energy experiment.
much easier.
So we've discovered a
Chucks
thing.
a gold coin in there.
Whoops, and that's gone.
So how are we supposed to get around
I'm amazed that this like
Either we find a
field
way
that if
or
we
we
go
won't
through
end
would
up
just
as
like,
dino robbers.
well, we think it will just obliterate us. I love the fact that it's not doing anything to the corridor.
full of any relevant
I
data?
know.
It is literally, this field is as big as this corridor and not affecting the corridor.
It's ghastly.
Yeah, just light a match. But yeah, a magical space-time vortex field is blocking our escape, so I guess we're gonna have to go figure out a way to turn that off. Futuristic game that has gold coin.
Oh,
Dino
someone
Crisis
said
3
Dino Crisis 3.
It's obviously the best Dino Crisis. Well, I say you would agree because you have the world record for Dino Crisis
No,
3.
I don't. What are you on about? What are you on about?
I'm pretty sure if they go check your profile out, they will see that you have the world record for Dino Crisis
No,
3.
don't, no.
Remind me again,
Lies.
how many active runners are there for Dino Crisis 3?
God knows. 0?
Wasn't it one more than 0? Wasn't it one?
Dunno. What's Dino Crisis 3?
You know that thing with space, lasers, dinosaurs?
Hey, that thing.
Yeah, that game.
Yeah. Still don't know what you're on about. Let's not speak of that.
Right, so coming up we've got another puzzle that you saw earlier, but this time we have two arrangements to sort out. So it's the coloured cylinders that we have to stack in a certain way to match up with the pattern shown in the bottom left.
Yeah. And swap that with that. There we are.
There we go. Yeah,
Easy puzzle.
easy. So the last one we're going to see over those, or do we have another one coming up?
That's the last one of those light ones.
Hey, nice.
Sick.
I was going to say, people saying like, well, world record for what a game you want as a speedrun. It's like, you're still the world record because no one else wants to try their hand at it.
It's not my fault no one else wants to play it.
It's Capcom's fault that no one else wants to play it.
Yeah, I did the hard part routing that game
Yeah.
and going through hell.
Yeah. I think you were more relieved that it was done.
Yeah, once it was done, I was like, "Right, that's it."
But yeah. You said you were asking you got donations.
No, I don't think so. To do programming.
Yeah, this is yet again like, if you need to get somewhere urgently in this game, it's like trying to remember every single password and whatnot. It's just.
DDK does as well.
I love
To
the
type
fact-
in random words.
Yeah, yeah.
Who
I like the
designed
fact-
this place?
I like the fact they've literally also got areas just cut off because there are boxes that have been left in the way. Doctor Kirk. Kirk being the egomaniac he is, he has a password that's literally his title and name.
Yes. He's crazy.
This is his lab.
Is what?
Is this his lab, Daniel? Or we
Yeah, it's kind of like the facility for the third engine.
So like his top secret government like grade project and his password for the door is his name.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Fair enough. I'm surprised he didn't have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the end.
Oh, I remember Tesla doing DDK dots
Yeah.
casually. Oh my god.
DDK.
Onimusha.
Marshall Wall is just
Oh,
got
yeah.
void, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, I've not played the HD one. I've got what is it? Gemna or Onimusha, the Xbox original one.
Pretty good. SilentVid took one for the team so the rest of us don't have to go through with it.
That's true.
Referencing Dino Crisis 3. Like, it's a fun game. Like, if they tagged on any other name to it and didn't call it a Dino Crisis game, then maybe it would have been like, yo, this is a fun little like shooter game. Like, you don't need to. But yeah, it was kind of like Dino Crisis 2 team came in and was like, yo, how can we make this game really different from the first one? They were like, oh yeah, jungle, action shooter. And they're like, no one could beat that. And then the Dino Crisis 3 dev team came in and said, hold my beer. And proceeded to make it even more estranged from the first. But they're fun games.
I do believe Dino Crisis 3 was directed by the same person who directed this and the first Resident Evil. Surprisingly. Surprisingly, but yeah.
I'm going to have to go Wikipedia that because I can't believe you whatsoever.
Go ahead.
Right, so we're just working out what's going on with the third energy system.
So now Regina gets angry because she needs a keycard. She's like,
bear in mind this is like basically a nuclear reactor as such because that's how strong the third energy system is, and Regina's just like, I'm just going to hit the control panel, like nothing back then.
no, this is supposed to be blood, but it does not look like it. Did
no.
they get the colour wrong, or what?
I think the dude just spilt his curry. But yeah, so we just missed Dr. Kirk again by a few seconds because we had bad timing. You know, a game's bad when someone describes a video game as just fun. Like, yeah, well, video games are designed to have fun. I guess just me using the word fun doesn't reinforce the idea that it's good, but just shooting things. Dr. Kirk gets a drop on us with the pistol. Maybe it's the one we left on the elevator.
Yeah, he's taking our pistols.
Maybe the big blue arrow showed him the way to get a gun.
Yeah, he was like,
Is
ooh.
nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
You seem to have a small degree of sensitivity. It's too bad because
Wesker.
Speaking of Taco Bell, I want Taco Bell.
Oh, it's
Hurry up and
saying
finish this
Wesker.
run so we can go get Taco Bell, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I had it
get-
last night, but Liquid. Actually, now that you mention it, It does look a lot like liquid.
Yes,
Can't
I
speak.
was saying. I discovered how the
Liquid.
could affect space
So
if
Gale
it
comes
ran
in and
unchecked
with
3
a
years
rifle
ago.
manages to
I thought
snipe
that
out
energy had
Dr.
the
Kirk's
ability to transfer
gun
selected
and not hit
space
either
to an
us
I know,
or
Gale.
Kirk.
Why did we shot Regina?
Barry's here the same day.
The space was not transferred. It
Oh, yeah.
was.
Regina, find anything yet?
To put it in terms,
Dr. Kirk's got a gun
Found
to her
anything
head.
interesting?
Yeah, found anything interesting. Dr. Kirk's just got a gun to her head and we're just like, nah,
with one from a deep
it's good. Oh yeah, that's good. So there's no one who wears sunglasses in this game, so I guess if Kirk was wearing sunglasses, you would know he's evil.
Oh yeah.
It's a really good aim. I was gonna say, having a good aim is one thing, but using a machine gun that just has a lot of like spray and like not a lot of accuracy, considering it's not even got a stock on the machine gun. It's just something he holds without actual arm stock on it. So Dr. Kirk's getting outraged again, and he's now telling us how we can turn off the timey-wimey space field
Timey-wimey.
that's blocking our exit from the island.
Yeah. So we need to overload the third energy
Yeah.
reactor to get rid of that portal that looks like gasoline.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
Also, there's pot noodle on those desks. It looks like pot noodle.
is it? Oh yeah.
destroy the vortex.
Or something.
So if we had higher resolution, it'd probably say
Yeah,
cut
HD
noodle,
remaster. Let's go.
Overload.
cut noodle support. Someone sorry.
Theoretically speaking, the third energy and
So
the
yeah,
vortex
yeah.
will
Again, we're going to get
cancel
another
each
choice
other out if
shortly
they come in
where
contact with
Rick
one
is
another.
like, "Yo, you should just go and assemble the parts you need to finish the third energy reactor, and it's all safe." And Gale's like, "Yo, you can also run past a lot of dinosaurs. It's quicker." So we're going to run past a lot of dinosaurs. Rick, Gale and Rick will obviously not help us out because they've got their own stuff to do. But it's fine. Regina can handle it.
Oh yeah.
Missing the initializer and
Someone's. Oh, you've been called out for being Barry. You're now Barry.
And now Barry. Nice.
You're now low. The email.
Content, they should be stored in one of the security level A rooms on floor B3.
Hits Rick. Oh no. Not happening. Rick's option. That means we'd have to make the parts.
Yeah. Is he going to hit Rick's archer?
Rick's dashed in.
Yeah, he just dashes in. He's like, "Hey, I've got a choice for you to make. Let's argue."
I know, yeah. Why didn't Regina say something? They're just arguing about it.
I was gonna say
We're gonna make her do something, but which one? What should we make her do?
I don't see why Regina can't just turn around and tell Gale to go and do it. Considering Gale still has the machine gun and we currently have no weapon.
Let's get this situation under control.
That's what.
Here, take this.
Oh, Bark, how's it going, dude?
This contains the draft plans for the initializer and stabilizer. I stumbled
Right.
over them while searching
Unfortunately,
for
I've
the
got no med packs left.
Fortunately, the room
So,
was
bless RNG for Xenosauruses.
Yeah. For everything for the rest of this run.
Yeah, pretty much bless everything.
It's not too bad. Like I think there are some health packs and you do have a couple plugs, don't you?
We'd be better off simply trying to hunt
No,
down the
very
devices.
It'd be
It's
alright.
too dangerous down there. She won't make it.
It's your call then, Regina.
Wherever you die, we'll just do the continue and it'll be fine.
Oh yeah. Okay. So obviously pick Gale's option, which is basically run past all the fairy Xenosauruses.
Yep.
So we are playing Dino Crisis 1-3. We're not playing Dino Crisis 3 or 2. Especially not 3.
Yeah, no, just
I've done enough of that. Honestly, done enough of that. Resetting on that game sucks.
Yep.
Right. Oh. Let's go. Oh, same here. I never thought I'd see this event. That was close. I wonder if that's a med pack out.
I was gonna say, I don't think you have time to go back and find out now.
Yeah, not anymore. Alright.
It's Dino Crisis 3 special. Yes, it's a very special game.
Oh yeah, very special. Try it out. I recommend.
No, don't do that.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah,
You want
can't-
some credibility, right?
I can't really digress.
So another passcode again.
Oh yeah. Almost forgot to put them.
There you go. Got it.
I have to remember a lot of codes this game, so it's not easy.
Could say that is one thing you can submit sometime. Like if they have room for like 4 to 5 hours. Dino Crisis 1, 2, and 3. You can run Dino Crisis 3. I'm pretty sure most people don't know that game actually does exist.
Yeah, most people haven't played that game. They just say it's bad. But you know, I'm not
I mean, you just have to look at the trailers.
the trailers.
Yeah. So, Alright, so yeah, that happens. Them bunching up like that is bad, but because the first one attacked, it kind of pushed the other one aside and gave us room to wiggle through. So, good RNG, I guess.
Just write them down. That's not hardcore though. We're going hardcore.
Oh, alright, we're still in good health. As long as Genus doesn't start hugging her arm, we're all right. T-Rex is having a little bit of a sleepy sleep still.
Yeah, he's still asleep.
Eh,
Alright, we've almost got the parts.
yeah. Right. So we get the parts, overload, and then it's get out of here, isn't it?
Yep.
Not too bad. Right, where's? No, you're fine.
Sketchy. So I hope for a good RNG.
To be fair, you did literally beeline into that guy. Like, you're like, hey, can you get me? Yep, that's easy. I thought you didn't activate the door then.
No.
It just
It makes a beep sound.
Ah,
when you're
right. I haven't got audio, so. Right.
So now we got the parts. Well, now we're getting the parts. I mean, just get out of here. And then that's pretty much it.
You say chat raises a good point. Like, while the dinosaur's asleep, why does no one actually like do something like make sure it's dead by shooting it a few times? Like, yeah.
True. Well, Rick's busy in the control room, just playing around on the computer.
Like, I guess if you did kill it, you couldn't have a climactic finish to the game. So like, you know, we need a countdown sequence and a giant explosion while running away from a boss.
Typical Capcom. Like, you've got to have something like that at the end.
The self-destruct system has been activated. The amount of times I've heard that while you've been running Code Veronica. Jesus. Right, so that was an intentional damage boost, 100%.
Oh yeah, Code Veronica is
Cutscene crisis.
cutscene crisis.
Sleepy T-Rex again.
So we got 2 rooms of fairy Xenosauruses, and that's it, and we're safe.
Yep.
So just getting past these.
You should be able to take at least one more hit before you go into a caution state. I think there is a health pack in the harbour though. I think,
harbour?
Yeah, before you go back up, I think, but I might be wrong. You got this.
No, one more.
Oh, is there one more? Oh yeah, the one more.
One more, and then that's it.
Right. So yeah, a lot of backtracking. We've got the parts now. We need to go back to where the
Right.
easy.
It's technically still Raptors, but worse than OG Resi speedrun. Oh yeah, definitely. Cutscenes wise.
Like, even though you can't skip the cutscenes.
The reason
voice acting
why
is good
no, the
enough.
reason why it's worse than OG Resident Evil cutscenes is because OG Resident Evil cutscenes have beautiful voice acting. But you know, I don't think I would skip it if you could.
Nah.
Too good. Just that much.
To be fair, at least having lengthy cutscenes in it. This run is not like by any means a long run. Like there are games out there that are
isn't
longer,
it?
much longer.
No, it's the cutscenes and the doors.
But it's nice because it allows you to have a break or respite, like just to sort of.
I think there
not get
should be a
overwhelmed.
cutscene skip mod.
Yeah.
I mean, like remake has door
Maybe,
skip mod.
maybe.
Like,
Yeah, if Dino Crisis ended at the helipad instead of a T-Rex coming out. To be fair, this whole section of the game is kind of a little bit backtracky. Like
well, yeah, we're pretty much done with that.
yeah.
We're safe for now. Try to use it from the inventory there.
Right.
Yeah. So now we're almost done.
Sign.
The last bit that can go wrong is the T-Rex fight. And also if I accidentally pick Gale. Then, because I don't even know the ending
I think you
how
have
to
to check.
complete it alternatively.
I think if you pick Gale, you would have to go and do the helicopter section and then do all that stuff with Kirk. So.
Frame skip on emulators.
Plus all the cutscenes is fun. Right. Are we doing it on time? We've got 19 minutes.
Yeah, easy.
Easy. I forgot that. The danger music in this game is really solid.
Oh yeah, the music is just great. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's directed by the
I think most of the team from Resident Evil were working on this as well.
Resident Evil 1 team, I think.
But I think they were slightly split because they had quite a lot of people working on Resident Evil 3 at the time as, while this was in production.
Oh yeah. Every corner pub ever. We're almost done. We're close.
This is hosted in a esports gaming bar in Glasgow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We got one more and then final boss. So but yeah, we're just overloading.
Yeah. So Dr. Kirk told us a while back that if we overload third energy, it will turn everyone in space fields and we can get down to the harbour and leave.
Yeah.
So, plot devices. He also mentioned something about that if we overloaded it, it would maybe cause a countdown sequence and make the island explode, I think. I would not expect that from a game like this. Like, they've not done it in any of the other games they've made, like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a countdown to destruction phase of a game.
Dreamcast. Yeah, you can get this on Dreamcast. In fact, I'm pretty sure you can get world record because it doesn't count load times. So
Yeah, I believe you can.
if you want to play Dreamcast Dino Crisis,
You can do it.
go ahead.
So like we explained at the start of the run, even the RTA timer that we've got going, RTA would just be for your personal splits and just so you can see where you're losing time between segments. The leaderboard time and the final time will be on the results screen at the end once he's skipped past all the bits. So that will be the actual official time that we would use to rank this run.
Really?
So,
Cutscenes and then final boss.
yep. So in-game timer doesn't include loading times.
Yeah, doors
Which
and
is,
load times and
Yeah. And the load times are basically camouflaged by Regina walking up to a door, pulls in, and then opening it and walking through. So it won't count any of those times. So theoretically, you should be able to get similar times. Maybe the FPS differences might matter.
Maybe if you're in the Japanese version of Dreamcast, I'm sure it'd be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you could run it on PSP, original PS1.
Yeah.
You'd still be able to do it.
Yeah, some runners have run
It's the
it.
same with Silent Hill 1. Doesn't
Some
matter
runners
what.
have run it on PSP and some of the times, if I remember rightly. Carsey's run, I think, was on PSP.
Oh yeah. I believe it's different with Dino Crisis 2 because I'm pretty sure PSP is the fastest, maybe. Dino Crisis 2, so I think it must work different.
I'm could only say possibly because like I barely know tech stuff about Resident Evil remake, so.
Oh yeah, the GameCube version of Code Veronica is good, but the Dreamcast is
Just remember,
cool.
there's no turning back once it opens.
You get to see your health in the memory card screen.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
In Resident Evil 2, you get to see both your health and ammo. Yeah, I believe it's the 9000 model of PS2, that the slim silver one that loads PS1 games faster. It wouldn't matter for like this game, like I said, but for like Resident Evil Director's Cut or something,
Yeah.
you'd need that to get like world record.
Meanwhile, elsewhere, Gale is protecting the mission. And Dr. Kirk is really a bad guy.
Oh yeah, because he just laughs at it. Why save me?
Ha ha ha, your mission! Gale sets his glove to tracking mode.
So yeah, it's faster to go this way to get to him.
Less door animations, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. Less doors to go through. And rooms.
So, yeah, it turns out that further energy reactor is now overloaded and it's going to explode. So, who could see that? Who saw that one coming, really? Like, honestly. I would love a mod that just replaces Regina's line when she runs over with the first line, which is, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Tagged him with transmitter.
Find Dr. Kirk. Finish the mission. Just like, oh, Jesus Christ, come on.
Oh, and that's like a Resident Evil door.
Yeah.
The only Resident Evil door in the game. I'm not sure if that was like a thing for Resident Evil or just coincidence because there's two of them.
Yeah, I think because they didn't want to bother loading a character model where Regina's carrying Gale going through a door, they just showed us a sliding door.
Very cool though. I mean, that could have been what Dino Crisis was with the doors.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
I like the doors out there.
Kirk's gone.
Alright,
Right, so
I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, that's like my favourite line he says. I'm gonna kill him. So, gas leak is gone.
Yep, the timey-wimey space continuum has gone back to normal and allows us to go down to the harbour.
And then awesome music
This is it.
inbound.
All that's left is ours.
Yeah. Time for some bangers, chat.
Let's go.
Wait, what about Kirk?
What about it? It's a miracle we're still alive at this point. Forget about it.
13 minutes. What about the mission?
I should do it in like 4
Alright,
minutes.
so me and Simon were arguing before the run happened.
I'm taking
What does Regina do to Gale now?
I think he need. Yeah, she needs it.
I thought she'd cry chops,
In-
but
in
I
between
might,
the
I
legs.
might be completely wrong about this. I'm
you
sure
guys
she
judge.
goes. I'm sure she goes over here. But
No, it looks like she needs him
I might
in between the legs.
I might be misremembering. Let's have a look. See. It's probably going to be so clear cut that it doesn't.
Right, I'm
need
gonna take my time to pick the right option. Right.
Got it.
Otherwise,
Hard
that would
to skip
be
in the
it.
game.
That would be it.
Gale!
Shoot
Oh.
him.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. It's because
Oh, did she just?
I can't tell because you
I
don't
thought-
really see it,
I
but
thought
her
she
knees
did,
like
I thought she did cry chop, but I'm guessing.
her knees like in
she just-
between. So.
Yeah, I think it's a gut punch, isn't
Oh.
it? Yeah.
Well, oh well. Right, final boss time. I could die. Possible instant kill. So you can die on the final boss, instant death. If I get stuck on a corner, basically.
So, the final boss of the game is T-Rex. Sorry for the spoilers. I know
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a plot twist.
Not a surprise, really.
Not, I
I
know
thought it
it's
was a
something-
raptor. Final boss is just a raptor.
just one of the little mimics,
Oh yeah.
but it's just got a bomb strapped to it instead.
Oh. Well then, different story.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's T-Rex is the final boss of this game, and just like the helipad, we need to kite the T-Rex around not get stuck on any of the walls and take the tightest corners possible. Silent hasn't got a lot of HP. You're in good caution, but we can only take maybe a couple of knocks and then we're down. Rick wants us to go find nuclear fuel.
Yeah, so to fill this up with nuclear fuel for the boat, which is a stupid idea. Why would you do? Why would that be? Not a good idea. Anyway, we're gonna fill this up and then go back and then final boss time. If I can remember which item it is. Yep.
Was that alright?
Yep.
Sick. Don't forget to get the lead-free nuclear fuel again. So
Yeah, he's gonna throw us some grenade ammo.
can we just appreciate the fact that Regina didn't fill up that fuel capsule with nuclear, whatever, fuel, and then just casually threw it? Just like, here, catch. It's like, oh, thanks.
Take this. No.
No. Gail is sitting on the staircase, as you can see, just thinking about the mission.
Right, I'm gonna concentrate. So you just...
Alright, so Silent's going to apply a
Why is there an item there when you die?
I don't know.
Game.
So Silent's going to apply a really hard strat. It's the don't die strat.
Don't die.
It's quite a tricky task, but all it involves is him not dying and then you can pull it off. So, like heading pads, it's going to be concentrating and trying to take very tight corners. What he needs to do is run into the boxes because they'll be losing distance he's covering, and he needs to take corners where he's not going to get clipped on the edge. So T-Rex is going to come along and move that. So we gain control again. We just need to hug these corners tight and follow these boxes along. Time.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't get much notice. Wait.
Yep.
Keep on. Wait till after the credits are done, right? It's alright. It's only like a minute or so.
Yep, and that's time, guys.
That's that. Final cutscene, you can enjoy that. I PB'd. I got second place, so I've like improved from 5th to 7th in my.
So, as you saw there, Rick quite clearly missed with a rocket launcher against a T-Rex that was kind of standing still. And
would've
now
headphones.
is the giant explosion you've been waiting for.
I don't know if it's PB, but it'll be an alright time.
Might be a PB.
Maybe.
So, in the previous Resident Evil games, we have a little explosion. This literally disintegrates and warps the whole island to a different point in time. So, bit different. Gale's kind of bleeding from everywhere. And that's the mission. Done. Something happened to Dr. Kirk, don't know what, but I'm sure he's alright. He probably survived.
Probably. Well, I'm glad that was really close because
It was a good run. It was a good run,
the
man.
fact that I had no med packs left,
Yeah.
that was sketchy. That could have ended badly, but we did it.
Like you say, credits can't be skipped, can they?
No, they can't. You just have
Yeah.
to wait for the credits.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, you have to watch the credits just so I can see the final time.
Yeah, so the final time comes up during Regina's mission report. We just need that, obviously, just to see what the time is, just in case it's a submittable time. But you can look at all these cutscenes that were so enjoyable, but in sepia color instead.
Oh yeah, for some reason.
This game's way above black and
Artistic
white game,
effect.
man. Yeah, exactly.
It's all in the past now, so they do it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say, if there's any donations or anything, or
No, I don't.
Okay, so we don't have any donations at the moment, but I want to remind you guys what we are raising money for, and that is the charity Young Minds, which is a charity leading the fight for a future where all young minds are supported and empowered, whatever the challenge is. Your donations will help to make sure young people get the best possible mental health support and have the resilience to overcome life's difficulties. 90% of all your donations will go to them, and the remaining 10% will be used to support UKSG for our future marathons. So thanks to all those who've donated so far.
Thank you very much. So yeah, we're still at the end. We've got one final cutscene after this, which Regina tells us about the mission that we did really badly. Everyone kind of died, got hurt, and whatnot. But yeah, that was Dino Crisis, guys. So Dino Crisis 3 for next event.
Well, I'll think about it. I'll sleep on it. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the timer. Yeah. I know, yeah. It's like 8 minutes.
Yeah, this is way better.
Credit percent. But yeah, I was going to say personal thanks from probably both of us to everyone in chat that came by to see the runs. Personal
Hope you
thanks.
enjoyed Dino Crisis. If you haven't seen it before.
Thanks to all my friends for putting up with me going, hey, come watch these runs, come watch these runs. And here we...
Shout outs to Tesla,
Yeah,
Tesla Fame.
Tesla.
Shout outs to Choke Me Deo.
I saw Ivan in there.
Ivan.
Yeah, Steph Waffles.
Shout outs to you. Shout outs to Retro.
Steph
Shout
Waffles
outs to
earlier.
Special Joking.
I guess shouts to you, I guess. Hey,
You guess.
Dr. Kirk stays unknown.
Take the cursor off the screen.
Regina,
It's annoying.
move the
Move the
cursor.
cursor.
Jesus. Gale, alive but seriously injured.
Gale did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
And then Rick stays alive, still hacking away.
He's still on the computer. He hasn't left. He's still there.
But yeah, thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone watching this, and thanks to
As for myself,
Speedrun Gathering for actually having us and putting
Oh
up
yeah,
with our
thanks
3 hours
UKSG.
of zombies
Awesome
and
event.
dinosaurs.
Oh yeah.
Tom was attacked and killed by a giant.
We're almost there, guys.
Almost. I think Tom's the last one. Oh no, Cooper.
No,
Oh
last
yeah,
one.
Cooper, by the way. Because we skipped the first
Yeah,
cutscene.
we never saw Cooper, but
Yeah,
he
when-
was there.
When you all jump out the helicopter, he just goes missing.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Last one's Regina. Alright, so game time normal. Continue 0. 120,
No, it's not
51.
Well,
Not PB.
But nice time. Only like 30 seconds.
How close is it to your PB?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
My
Not
PB
bad.
is 120.24.
Yeah, not bad. Well,
Yeah. Thanks guys for
I
watching.
guess that's it. Thanks, guys. And cheers. Hey.
Taking this. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how we're going to pick it up. Yeah, that's good. Drone racer shop. 16 by 9. Yeah. Gives you options and gives you a crap ton of options. You can run the game in 1920 by 1080 if you wanted to. But I'm not going to go that far. His laptop can. He'll manage on medium graphics. I know. If it was my PC at home, I could manage full everything. But yeah. See, it runs at 60 FPS at home, but it only runs at 30 on RX. But I can play at 30 anyway.
MrSilentVid for his run of Dino Crisis, and Spectral Joker, who provided a fantastic commentary. It's a great run to watch. So, while I'm here, I want to guys remind you that we are being supported by ESA, and big thanks to them for helping us out with this marathon. Not only are they letting us use their channel to host our marathon, they're also providing us with lots of tech and also a lot of advice on how to run a marathon, and lots of things this marathon just wouldn't be possible without that, so big shout outs to them. I'd also like to give a shout out to BSG Marathon, which is the Benelux Speed Gathering. They host monthly speed run events similar to UKSG, and they've been supporting us from the beginning by spreading the word and letting everyone know that we exist. Be sure to check out their 28th event, which is live on the 2nd and 3rd of March. Okay, so Tech's given us the go-ahead, so the next run will be Drone Races by the BPG 13, and it'll be All Cups Beginner.
I'm gonna go for a title. There we go. Okay, ready, yeah? All good to go?